There is no way this winter is ever going to end. But don't worry, by the time this video is ended editing, a few days has passed and snow has already melted, the sun came up, and even some flowers came up from the ground. So we can say spring is knocking on our door. This winter was longer than we expected, but just in temperature, not in the snow. It only snowed for like 3 or 4 times in our area, and the snow melted like another day. And no, well, we didn't decide to hunt the snow here. We are hunting some medieval sites, and it apparently snowed here in the hills. So, let's rock. And let's cut the story short. This is the amount of bullets that we dug out today, and we are not going to show you how we dug each of them, because we hate violence, and here they are. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Joseph II, the Holy Roman Emperor. He ruled for 25 years in late 1700s. Here on a map, you can see the borders of Habsburg monarchy in his time. And as you can see, he ruled many countries, such as Prussia and Bohemia in that time, Austria, Hungary, Slovenia, pieces of Netherlands, Denmark also. Joseph traveled a lot, visiting almost every corner of his country and neighboring countries as well, maintaining good relations with neighboring rulers. It is recorded that he traveled a distance equal to the circumference of the planet Earth in his horse-drawn carriage. He traveled under the name of Count Falkenstein in order to hide himself from people, which was a little bit easier at that time, unlike today. During these travels, Joseph saw many problems among the people, so he introduced many reforms, one of which was the Edict of Tolerance. An Edict of Tolerance is a declaration that states that members of given religion will not suffer religious persecution for engaging in their traditional practices, which until then was not a practice in Habsburg monarchy, where they forbid other religions than Christianity, including forbidding ownership of real estate, houses, land, or education for members of another religion. The introduction of this declaration into practice took some time due to, for example, the situation in Bohemia, where the Catholic leadership, wanting to preserve its union, printed this edict only in German language, knowing that members of other religions could neither read nor speak German. That's me breathing in the night. Mm-hmm. Well, oh yeah, the machine. The machine find me this. Seems like a little beauty. See? Looks nice. Looks nice. Sweet patina. Let's see. Oops. Here it is. My little baby. I cannot see here because I left my glasses at home. But you'll see it now. In 1914, unfortunately, is the most famous year for the worst possible event in recent history. And we already know that is the beginning of the First World War, or how they call it, the Great War, which started with the murder of Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo. But let's move on to some beauteous topics, like also in 1914, the Panama Canal was opened. Until then, the biggest possible technological undertaking, which shortened the route by almost 15,000 kilometers. It is about 18 kilometers long, and ships need 1 day to pass it. So, did you know that already in 1914, the first high altitude rocket was patented, which include the concept of liquid propellant rocket engine that employed gasoline and liquid nitro oxide by his inventor, Robert Goddard. Hello, my little sunshine. Hello. 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 Let's give this baby a little washy washy. Washy washy. Yeah. And here is the baby. Of course, we clean it so much, we kill it with cleaning. We clean it so much the bronze color came up. But it's amazing exactly because of this bronze. Amazing coin. And it says Kreutzer over here, and it's 3 Kreutzers. It's old 200 years, something. And in that time, you could buy a beer with it. Maybe 2 beers with it. Amazing coin. The other side is totally peeled. Unfortunately, you can see just some leftovers from a giant head, but no face. No haircut neither. Amazing coin. We know that there weren't too many finds in this video, but to us, every little thing means a lot, and being in nature whole day also. Since a few days have passed while we edited this video, spring has arrived for us, and we went on a new treasure hunt which brought us very old and interesting finds. Okay, we had to drive about an hour or two further from this location, but it's worth it. So, we hope you will enjoy the next video too. Stay positive, friends.